Hey Douglas, how you doing? Okay, so in these examples, I think you're using more pictograms and ideograms than offering assistance in phonetic pronunciations. And I think that that's kind of leading us astray a little bit. I know that in your writing you said that it was a challenge, but it was fun to stretch and come up with different ideas. I tried several different approaches. Some were pictographic, and I tried a few that were more ideographic. I still think you're in that kind of stuck in that rut a little bit. I've looked at these, and I'm just not able. And I'm just being honest with you. I don't mean to sound discouraging, but I see a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and I mean, I see what you're doing. Okay, point A to B is a journey, so that's the journey, 1,000 miles, and that's a single step, right? But somehow we need to assist the viewer in being able to take a look at these and to sound out. That's what I say phonetically. Okay, so the rebus isn't necessarily to form pictograms or ideograms to assist the viewer in assembling the words, right? The proverb. It's more of assisting phonetically. Let me show you an example. Actually, Margarita's got some really great examples. Okay, two, that's covered out. So two wrongs, don't. M with cake equals make. A, that's an ace of spades or an ace of hearts. A, R plus kite equals right. Okay, so we can look at that, and the viewer can look at this and put this together and phonetically figure out the phrase. Two wrongs. Do you see what I'm saying? Or even let me see another, really some other great examples. Dakota's got some excellent examples. Okay, so here, don't judge a book by its cover. A donut and a judge equals don't, right? Don't, I'm sorry, a donut and a judge equals don't judge. A book, and then buy its. Here's buy, purchasing its, and then the bed cover. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think that you've taken this just a step there. I think you're complicating things just a little bit too much here. And I understand the intent here. I understand you're trying to take this to another level. But right now, I think that this kind of, let's step back and really try to figure out how we can assist the viewer to phonetically figure out the phrase and not pictographically or ideogram. Do you see what I'm saying? This one, I just, boy, and again, I don't mean to sound discouraging, but I've been looking at this and looking at this. So here's an Ankh. Here's an omega with an A in the middle. So boy, gosh, I'm just really having difficulty putting these together. Now, if you describe them, I think that it probably makes a sense. Okay, so this definitely looks like a journey. Okay, but it doesn't look to me. It doesn't look like a journey of 1,000 miles. Okay, so where's begins? Begins with. So a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You see what I'm saying? So again, I think it's really important to go back and really try to assist phonetically in the configuration and figuring out how to decipher the phrase. Here's another great example. A donut, judge, a book, and then buy it, Stephen King, it. And then this guy's got this kind of disguise, so it's kind of undercover, right? So again, it's just really a matter of boiling it down to its most simplest state and assisting the viewer to phonetically work through the phrase, as opposed to using ideograms, ideographs, or pictograms to assemble the phrase. Okay, listen, man, it's really, really important to me that this makes sense to you. So let me know. Let me know, and I would like to see you change up your direction. Where did you go here? Here. So I would like you to change up your direction a little bit. And one really great trick here, Douglas, is to show this to some people. Show this to your friends, coworkers, your family, whatever the situation is. Whoever you have the opportunity to show this to, and say, hey, can you just kind of sound this out and tell me what you're seeing? And until they're able to say, okay, I get it, then it kind of indicates that you point back to the drawing board, so to speak. So always, always don't ever be afraid to show your work to your friends, family, coworkers, etc., and say, hey, what do you see on here? What do you think? What are your reactions? I do it all the time still to this day. I've been practicing graphic design for close to 30 years, and I still show I show my work to my neighbors' kids. I was doing an illustration job for a company that was doing children's clothing line with these very specific characters. And I would actually, before I submitted the work, I would actually show the work to my neighbors' children because they are in the target market for the illustrations. So I got all the feedback I could, and I think it's really good. It all points to user testing, as it were, and how we can apply user testing to our actual design work. So think about it. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. And if you need suggestions to continue, let me know. I'll be glad to help in that regard as well. All right, Douglas, thank you very much.